Welcome to NAB Show 2019 and welcome to the Sony exhibit. My name is Vic Chow, and over the next few minutes, I'll be presenting Venice. Inspired by the industry, Venice is Sony's latest generation flagship full-frame digital motion picture camera. We say that Venice is inspired by the industry because it reflects years of working closely with the world's leading cinematographers. They've helped us create a tool with the functionality they demand and the ability to deliver emotion in every frame. Many factors elevate Venice above other cameras in this space. In particular, the phenomenal color science developed for Venice delivers accurate and pleasing skin tones. The camera's rugged build and user-friendly design enable filmmakers to focus on filmmaking. Cinematographers have welcomed the built-in mechanical 8-step neutral density filters for fast, easy control of the look during production. Cinematographers have also praised the full-frame sensor, which captures images up to 6048 by 4032. But the full-frame sensor is not mainly about resolution. It's about the legendary sweep and grandeur of large-format cinematography. It's about compatibility with the latest large-format lenses. It's about flexibility to support just about any framing, including anamorphic and flat. And it's about versatility with native support for Super 35mm framing. All these features are based on our ongoing collaboration with industry professionals, and the industry has taken notice. Venice has gained rapid adoption and enthusiastic endorsements. One of the many professionals that we listened to was James Cameron, a longtime Sony user. His movie Avatar broke box office records thanks to its compelling story and stunning 3D visuals shot on Sony professional cameras. The newest entries in the Avatar franchise will up the visual ante significantly, with enhanced special effects, more elaborate production requirements, and challenging live-action sequences. That's why Cameron's company, Lightstorm Entertainment, selected Sony's Venice camera. Just watch.
I've had a great working relationship with Sony. They not only have the will to do things with a filmmaker such as myself, but they also listen to the filmmaker. They listen to the filmmaker in terms of what features a filmmaker might want in the camera, and they'll go way out on a limb. Let's just talk about what you get in the image with the Sony Venice camera. You get incredible dynamic range, you get perfect color. I mean, this is a stunning, crystalline, clear image. It's much the way the human eye sees. And now we're getting to integrate that into a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art 3D system, so it will literally be the equivalent of human vision. The Venice camera delivers the most astonishing image I've ever seen. The blacks are rich, they're deep, they're velvety. The highlights and the light sources, the source lights, are amazingly bright. You really appreciate for the first time what it means, what the term high dynamic range truly means.
Motion capture for the Avatar sequels has already begun, with principal photography scheduled to start next month. And we can't wait to see the results. Avatar is just the most prominent example of projects choosing Venice. Another is the launch commercial for the Audi e-tron, a car that raises the bar in both battery efficiency and autonomous mobility. As a pioneer, Audi needed to convey the new e-tron's driving experience in the most compelling, dynamic way possible. When it came to producing a commercial to tell that story, they chose Venice. In particular, the production team took advantage of the Venice extension unit, which enables you to separate the optical block and lens from the rest of the camera. It's ideal for mounting on handheld gimbals, 3D and VR rigs, jibs, cranes, and Russian arms, in helicopter and underwater housings, and for operating in tight spaces like a car interior. The commercial's director, Nicholas Chklecheski, comments, "In the car world, you're always trying to fit yourself into impossible spaces, to get angles you just can't see with the human eye. Often, you're either compromising on image quality to get those crazier shots, or taking the car apart. So Sony's new extension system sounded like my dream come true. Let's take a look. This Audi commercial is a perfect example of how cinematographers have embraced Venice in different genres. Take movies, for example. Director of photography Florian Hofmeister, BSc, selected Venice for the feature film Official Secrets, starring Keira Knightley and Ralph Fiennes. He explains, "The camera has an incredible ability to deliver a natural richness in color, which in my experience means a huge development in digital. The Venice kept its promise every time we lit a scene." Venice has also been used for principal photography on the Sony Pictures feature Bad Boys for Life, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, and Peter Rabbit 2, releasing in 2020. In search of the next great camera, Brazil's TV Globo selected Venice to shoot all of their new generation telenovelas. Their production directors and DPs chose Venice after a shootout against many other cinema cameras. Venice is now capturing 4K HDR in their MG1 Primetime Series facility and will be part of their new MG4 studio opening this summer. Now consider Netflix. Last year, Venice joined the Netflix Post-Technology Alliance, a program designed to give filmmakers confidence that equipment meets Netflix's technical and workflow requirements, while also offering the highest level of innovation, support, and customer service. After this announcement, creators quickly chose Venice for several Netflix titles, including the series Santa Clarita Diet with Drew Barrymore and Timothy Olyphant, and the series Sex Education with Asa Butterfield and Gillian Anderson. The latest seasons of both are now available to stream on Netflix. Venice was also used on the series Black Monday, which just concluded airing its first season on Showtime. A key benefit of Venice is the camera's continuing development, with planned software upgrades delivering major enhancements. We create these upgrades in close consultation with directors and cinematographers across genres. So it's no coincidence that our upgrades have won further acceptance by the industry. Version 2.0 introduced the impressive dual-based ISO, which enables the camera to provide equal performance at ISO 500 and ISO 2500. We also expanded the lens choices by activating communication for the camera's native E-mount. E-mount is highly significant. First, E-mount has been the focus of lens development. You can choose not only our own growing selection of E-mount lenses, including the acclaimed G-Master series, but also a robust selection from third-party lens manufacturers. In addition, E-mount features an extremely short 18mm flange-back focal distance, opening up an entire world of SLR and rangefinder glass via third-party adapters. Released in February of this year, version 3.0 supports the latest addition to the Venice family, the Venice Extension System. You've already seen how the Venice Extension System enabled the Audi crew to shoot inside the car without pulling the doors off. By separating the optical block, you get an ultra-compact camera module that weighs as little as 3 pounds. Creators can position this optical block up to 18 feet from the camera body. Remarkably, this configuration maintains all the performance of normal operation, including the 8-step ND filters. No compromises, just increased flexibility. The Venice Extension Unit is quickly becoming an essential tool for productions that require a compact form factor on gimbals, jib arms, and 3D rigs. And when it comes to 3D rigs, few professionals have had greater impact than James Cameron.
We're currently working on an amazing new project, which is the separation of the Venice camera. So we'll have the high dynamic range and all the other wonderful features of the Venice camera, but we'll be able to separate the sensor from the camera body so that we can incorporate it into a lightweight 3D rig that'll be the envy of the industry. I'll be able to handhold with it, so I'll have 2 Venice cameras shooting simultaneously on my shoulder in a 30-pound package. It's going to be the most amazing piece of cinema hardware out there. Not only are we going to do the live action photography and film the movie on the Sony Venice camera and using the Cinealta system, but we're also shooting all of our reference cameras for our performance capture part of the shoot using Sony cameras as well. We're getting beautiful, crisp, clear images, and that whole part of the system has been flawless for us. I've enjoyed shooting with the Sony Cinealta cameras for 19 years. But I'm really looking forward to shooting Avatar 2 and 3 with the new Venice camera.
Beyond 3D, the extension unit is also handy whenever you need to take your camera inside of a Lamborghini limousine, so that's handy. Version 3 also adds a third recording profile for Sony's Extended Tonal Range Original Camera Negative, or XOCN recording system. Called XOCN XT, it delivers file sizes comparable to Sony RAW while achieving even better reproduction in highlight and shadow areas. Other version 3.0 features include cache recording, real-time 4K output via 12G or 6G SDI, and comprehensive wireless remote control. Coming in June is the next major chapter in the Venice story, version 4.0. High on our priority list of Venice upgrades has always been the ability to shoot above 60 frames per second. With version 4.0, we will deliver the industry benchmark of 120 FPS in 4K. Venice will also achieve 60 FPS at full 6K resolution. We were eager to try out our high frame rates in the real world, so we handed a pre-production sample of version 4.0 to Vancouver-based cinematographer John Joffin, ASC. Let's take a look.
Never wanna waste a night. Pick it up and pass the time. But you're just sleeping with the heart that won't slow down. You're never gonna get this high, 'cause you can't help the way she moves. You can't help the way she moves. Living underneath the lights, you try burning like a flame that won't go out. You're never gonna get this fine, 'cause you can't help the way she moves. When the body's in the groove, like the way she moves.
Nice, huh? Other version 4.0 capabilities include lens metadata support with Cook i3 and Zeiss extended data technology, so Post gets a frame-accurate record of your zoom, focus, aperture, distortion, and shading data. And Sony's 700 protocol remote control works with our remote control panels. So you can enhance live productions with the emotional power and cinematic beauty of Venice imagery. Venice version 4.0 firmware is just one more example of our engagement with cinematographers, producers, and directors, soliciting your feedback, hearing your voices, and delivering tangible results. It's just one more reason why so many leading professionals, from James Cameron to indie directors and DPs in episodics, commercials, and music videos, are selecting Sony Venice. And it's just one more demonstration of why we describe Venice as inspired by the industry.